Hey, it's your sister Michelle here, dropping my videos. You know how I drop them. I love you all so much. You know I drop them because I love y'all. New subscribers, come on in and talk to your sister. I love you so much, and I'm wishing all of you love and light on your personal journeys. I hope you're getting all the healing, like I said, all the knowledge, all the stuff that you need, and you definitely deserve because you're amazing. And don't let a narcissist ever make you think that you're not, even though they try to. They're the ones that's not amazing. Remember that. Well, they're amazing kind of fool, amazing kind of roach. Yeah, they're amazing kind of monkey. Yeah, I said it. YouTube, don't block me. Anyway, this video right here is about the narcissist new supply and how the new supply, even if you think that they're happy or this new supply is permanent in the narcissist's life, guess what? They're just a placeholder. You better believe it. You better believe it. Just like when we were with them, I don't care if you were with them 20 years or you was with them 5 days or 5 months. We're always just placeholders. And the new supply is exactly that too. Yeah. Unless they are the type of person, which is rare, where you see a narcissist goes and gets help. Come on now. And tries to realize what they are and try to fix their issues. Maybe then it's different. But for most of the time, that does not happen. They don't even realize they're narcissists. You know what I'm saying? All they think they are is they think they're gifted, amazing people. They're gifted, amazing demons. But you know, that's a whole different video. Let's talk about that another day. But the bottom line is this: with the new supply, they are just a placeholder, like we were placeholders. With them, there's never love involved. True love, no. Now, especially without help and healing. Ooh, Jesus laid the hands on them. Let's get a moment of silence for the narcissist and the new supply. That's it. That's the only moment they get that quick. But anyway, it's a placeholder kind of thing with them. There's no love involved. You are the person that is put in place at that moment to either tolerate the narcissist, because they only deal with people that's going to tolerate them, or you've tolerated them too long. Does that make sense? See, I used to ask my mom a story time. I used to say to her when I was in the situation, I would say to her crying, because I did, crying like, but I did everything right. I did everything I could for him. I did this. I loved hard. I did this and that. Old school wisdom. She told me, that's the problem. You did too much. Now, of course, when you hear that, your first instinct is like, well, I'm supposed to love a person hard, right? Well, from your heart. You're supposed to love with all you have. But are you? When someone, definitely with a narcissist, they can only, put a shield up, or they say a mask. They can only hold a mask up for so long. By the time, of course, we know we're love bombed and enthralled, but by the time we get to a certain point, we can see. Even if you don't know it's a narcissist at the time, you know something's not right. Right? And that's what this is about anyway. I told you, this is for you to learn that. So you don't put up with this shit again. Listen to your sister. You won't put up with it again. If you do put up with it again, it still won't be the same. Because, baby, once you get broke by a narcissist the first time, you'll never get broke like that again. The only thing that needs to be broke, and I ain't going to say that because YouTube will block my ass. But listen to me. We're all placeholders. Like my grandmama told me, sometimes you do too much for them. Right? And we're guilty of that. Yes, we are. And they definitely do too much. But not in a good way, right? So every person they run into is just a person that is in their position of their life at that moment. They're gaining something from that. That's why when they run out of whatever they've done to you, or they realize you have gained wisdom to say, I'm getting away from your ass, they go and find something new. It's a place-holding situation. The narcissist new supply a lot of times is blind, like we were blind, thinking that you found something that is going to be long-standing. It's genuine. It's planted in real emotions. That's not true for them. Might be true for us, but it's not true for them. Everybody that comes into their life is strictly that, a placeholder. It's somebody that's holding place for what they got going on at the moment. But in the back of their minds, they always have a plan to get rid of a person. Okay? Like I told you, story time again. I always give you story times. Of course, with the narcissist that I was with, he has a new supply. And one of my other videos, I told you how she knew and all that other crap. Yeah, the heifer knew. And all this other stuff. And I thought, okay, well, he discarded me. He don't went on to her. You know what I'm saying? Before I really knew what narcissistic abuse was about, thinking that he was going to something because he was happy and so forth. No, he went into that because I was getting hip to his bullshit. And I wasn't going to go for it anymore. He found another placeholder to do just that. You know what I'm saying? And I used to tell her also in the beginning, when all this was going on, your sister was in a crazy phase, I used to tell her all the time, if you watch somebody do this to me, then what do you think they'll do to you? Especially if your children involved. If a man or a woman can do this to their own children, and to a woman that has been there for years, which don't mean nothing to the narcissist, then what do you think your outcome is going to be? And a lot of times the new supply, of course, doesn't want to hear that or doesn't want to believe it. That's why they say don't talk to the new supply because they're not going to believe you. That is so true. Because even when I was the new supply, I was like, heard different things from his exes, and I was just like, that don't seem like that's going to happen to me. Not saying it couldn't have happened to me, but it was so foreign to me what I was dealing with and hearing different stuff because I didn't know that he was a narcissistic beast. Yes, a creature. A man from outer space. Yeah, I didn't know that at the time. So I just kind of shrugged it to the side. But I look back on it now, I wish I would have listened to the little bit that I heard. But the bottom line is this. When you think the new supply is going to get a different aspect or a different person, nah. They're just a placeholder, baby. They always use people for placeholding moments. Nothing long term. They're already thinking about what they're going to do if this person don't, do X, Y, and Z for them. I even told them, back to story time a little bit, I even told the new supplier, I said, if you really think he's invested in you, and this is a test for any narcissist, not just for what I said to her, trust me, you really want to know if a person you think is narcissistic is really there for you, do this. Don't do nothing for him. You hear your sister? If you really want to know what somebody's made of and you think they're a narcissist, stop doing anything for them. Sit back and just watch. Don't do nothing for them. And I can guarantee you, they're narcissistic. They're already either leaving you, discarding you, or on to the next. And I was telling her, I was like, you know what? If you really think that this individual cares for you in that way, okay, fine. But do me a favor. Don't do nothing for his black ass. And I did say black ass. YouTube don't block me because he is a black man. I said, don't do nothing for him. Don't go when he asks you to go do something for him. Don't jump like I used to do too. I'm guilty. Don't do anything for him. Stop. Just sit back and let him do for you. And you're going to find out the true character of what you're dealing with. Because, baby, if you stop doing for him, I give it good 2 weeks. He's on to the next. Or he's hoovering his old supply. Because that's how they do things, right? That's why we're all placeholders. So the new supply is not no better, baby. They're placeholders just like everybody else. It's just a matter of time before they get discarded. And if they know anything, like I said, if they know anything, all they need to do, and anybody else, and I suggest you, if you ever want to know what a person is made of, don't do shit for them. Their character will show right up at your door. This to your sister, I know what I'm talking about. They only use people as placeholders. Well, shit. Only people that should be placeholders is them. Don't they look like placemats to you? I said it. I love y'all. Bye.